What's up guys, so in a lot of my challenge videos I play against bots, and one thing I've noticed is there doesn't seem to be a big difference between beginner bots and intermediate bots. So I thought I'd put it to the test and face 4 beginner bots against 4 intermediate bots. The reason it's only 4 is you have to have a human player on the game, so this makes it even. I played 10 games, 5 with one team on blue side and then 5 with that same team on red side, to see if beginner bots can actually beat intermediate bots. I've used a macro to right click on the screen to stop myself getting an AFK warning, so I haven't actually seen much of the matches, but the parts I have seen do not look good for beginner bots. One game, one bot just AFK'd. He rage quit essentially. But there was one game that lasted much longer than all the other ones, so beginner bots could have taken the win. So for a bit of fun, I thought I was going to cast the game, see how the bots work, see how they interact with each other, and just see what the shenanigans they get up to. If you don't want to see that, you can skip to the end where I'll go through the results of all the matches. All beginner bots need to do is win one game for proof that they can beat them, but if they can't win any, then, well, we know they're not as good. Alright, so we start the game off, and for some reason, the bots are sort of trolling. So, in the blue team, we have the beginner bots. Oh wait, I actually don't know. Fuck. So on the blue team, we have the intermediate bots. And on the red team, we have the beginner bots. These are my homies, I'm barracking for them. Alright, so top lane, we have Shyvana and Ryze. Pretty meta. Bot lane, we've got Shen and Ezreal for the beginners against the Zyra. It's gonna be an interesting lane. More traditional for a bot lane. And they're against a Galio. So mid, we've got a Zillion facing off with a Fiddlesticks. They're really zoning the Galio there. Great strategy. Same with the Zara down bot. Both bots playing the 2v1 lanes pretty well. Getting a bit of poke down the tower, it's good. But the Galio seems to be scared to even CS under tower. That could be an issue for the beginner bots. Oh, he's going in. Galio's got... Oh, no. He's decided it's safe to go back. Oh, and he misses the cannon. That's tilting. He's tilted after that one. Well, he's taking a chunk there. Oh, nice by the Ryze, but the Ryze is low, and he gets... First blood goes to the Galio for the beginner bots. He has heal and ghost. Chunks them, and he gets Ryze low. The minions don't... Ryze, he's not done. Oh, hits the Shyvana. Oh, this and forces her flash too. This Galio is an absolute beast. The Ryze, the BM doesn't even move. This Ryze is trolling. This Shyvana must be absolutely pissed. You can see in team chat, she is flaming the shit out of him. Just getting sucked a bit dry. He's got a 2-level advantage over Fiddlesticks. I don't think Zillion knows about the bomb reset mechanic though, so that's a big chunk of his damage gone. Galio, what are you doing? You don't have a minion wave. This is a 2v1. You don't want to be here. Just run. No, don't use that. Oh, no. Fade away ignite. Galio just trolled so hard there. Interesting play here by the Shyvana. Move with it. Oh, Shyvana walks into it, but she does not give a fuck. She says, come at me, bitch. This Galio's spamming in team chat. Where's my fucking jungler? Only to realize he doesn't have a jungler. Oh, they're going in. They're going for the tower dive. Interesting play. Oh, he outplays it and he gets out. The 2v1 kill by the Galio. An absolute beast of the sport. Oh, the Shen ulting mid to save the Zillion. And the Zillion doesn't give a fuck. He runs. He's got ult too, but he doesn't care. He doesn't want the kill. Shen just getting sucked dry. Not really sure what he's doing. Oh, and the Zyra. Hold on. What happened bot lane? The Shen's like, peace out, bitch. I'm going to leave you bot. Ezreal walks into it. Stands still. Rooted. And dies to some bullshittery. He has to hold. He just has to wave clear. Maybe try and catch him under tower. Like what he's doing. The Ryze, what are you doing? Tanking more tower shots. Interesting play by the Ryze. And he's going in. The tower dive. What are they doing? No minions. Trolling. Absolutely trolling by the blue team. They just walk straight into the Zyra. That damage is no joke. And Ezreal's taken down. Shen about to follow. And he makes it out of there. Oh, the Shen comes up top lane to help. Decent damage, but you can't face tank Rise like that. The ignite, but he has the shield and he should be fine. Not if he trolls like that. Shyvana ult. I'm not sure what the Shyvana's doing. She must have forgot how to press her R key. He hits that though. He's quite tanky. He's a big boy. If he hits this... Oh, the Rise on the 1 health. No way. Galio's still going. He's got more abilities. Oh, the flash. Right, Galio doesn't have flash. He has Ghost. I'm surprised he hasn't used it. And the Rise jukes the skill shot. But he says, I ain't done. And then he is done. Ooh, the Shyvana finally presses ult. We have to see this. Shyvana comes in for the flank. Galio's quite low. Hits him. She ults. Tiamat's nothing. The Tiamat would have killed him if she had him Tiamat the ground. That's unfortunate. I missed Ezreal dying. Every time Shen ults, Ezreal's dead. Let's have a look at this. Shen's like, see you later, bitch. Oh, wow. Interesting strategy by the blue team. 4 top, while red team's pushing mid and bot. Shen goes in 1v4. The flash. Oh, and the bounce off the Galio kills him. He does. Nice play on the Rise. Chunks him quite hard. And the Rise just ints. This Rise is a feeder. Oh, Zilean has R, but he doesn't need it. He does use it, but doesn't need it. Shyvana's just opening the gates from the back. Zilean's too low to defend this. Oh, Zilean just inting. This might be the inhib. In these bot games, when you get inhib, it's almost like a guaranteed loss because, like, they suck at dealing with minions. Ezreal might be able to get a kill. Nice shot by the Ezreal. Zilean walks straight into them. Doesn't press R and just dies. Blue team deciding to really push on this top lane rather than going any other lane. And we'll see whether it works for them. Oh, nice fear by the Fiddlesticks. That's Zilean dead. This is not looking good for the red team at all. It's just Ezreal alive. Galio up in a second. Taunt. Oh, the fear comes in. Shen gets his taunt. This could be huge for red team. And he gets it, a 2-man taunt. Galio decides to just AFK. Very nice ult by Ezreal. Oh, they are absolutely smashing here. Red team realizes that blue team's only going to be top, so they're all 4 top as well. Very interesting ARAM strategy. Nice engage. That chunks the Zyra huge. She's hit their main damage. Very nice Galio ult. 2-man's knock up. That could be the Fiddlesticks dead. Oh, the Ezreal ult almost got him. The Zyra's in the back line, just smashing the Zilean and the Shen. Galio's going in ham. Double kill by the Galio. Shyvana could just pop this Ezreal here. What are you doing, Ezreal? Don't walk into her. Blue team is actively trolling at this point. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're doing some sort of war dance. Trying to taunt the enemy. They're maybe deciding between top and mid, but looks like they're going top once more. Mid does not matter in this game. Where are they going? The blue team says, fuck you, Shyvana. We're going to win the game. The Ezreal, this is not looking good for the red team at all. Ezreal's very low. Galio's low. That's Ezreal dead. He walks into them again. Galio's going to do the same thing. This could be game. Galio just ints. They don't know you can walk through the jungle if you're walking back to home. Ezreal, nice plays there. Nice bomb. Oh, the ult gets this Ezreal is playing out of his mind now. The Rise is trying to dip and gets knocked up and cancelled and dies. The red team is coming back. Brilliant defense, keeping the inhib on just a little bit of health. Blue team's doing the massive flank around. The Shen is just walking under tower, absolutely inting. What is he doing? Zyra walks past him and lets him go. Still 2 mid. This is a 3v2 down bot lane. Gets the taunt. That's the Rise dead. Rise, the 4 and 10 Rise. Nice poke by this Ezreal. He's hitting most of his Qs. Nice ult by Shen, and it's not enough. The Zyra with massive damage absolutely destroys them. The flash, it's not quite enough, and the Galio just lives. He should be fine. Oh, an ult in by the Fiddlesticks. Great ult. Does he get the Galio? The flash, and he gets him. Rise, showing that he is more than a feeding piece of shit. Blue team decides to try and get a kill rather than get the inhib. Rise with the ult. The knock-up cancels it, and that's going to be both of them dead. Very nicely played by the Galio. Leave it to the last minute so Shyvana didn't ult or try and get away. That is the inhib mid. Is it? They might have saved it. Oh, and Zyra, nice play getting that. Banshee's coming in huge there. The Shen decided to just walk past them. Red team looks like it has some sort of a chance in this game. It's really going to come down to the next team fight if they decide to have a full team fight. Nice wave clear by the red team. Blue team, what are they doing? They're just walking through them. They're absolutely trolling right now. Zyra, what are you doing? Nice taunt by the Galio. Knock up. That's Zyra gone. Shyvana slows ult, but she does not know where she's going. Tries to run into their base. Maybe she's going for the Ezreal. She sees him low. And she gets taunted, knocked up, and that's going to be Shyvana dead too. Oh, he missed. Didn't even try. Oh, the bomb on the minion finds the Fiddlesticks. Great play by the Zillion. Ezreal inting once again to the Zyra. Zyra is too strong to fight on your own, Ezreal. And Galio, what are you doing, Galio? Don't walk into that. Oh no, this is not looking good for him. The taunt. He might be able to get out of here. It's very tanky. Just misses the root. She flashes, and that's going to be Galio down. Shen doesn't really have any damage. He's going to go down too. If he stays here, Shen, this is not where you want to be, and he just ints. Red team absolutely falling apart right now. Zillion needs to get these bombs on the casters. They're doing huge damage. Ezreal, what are you doing? He just runs in and ints. That was red team's hopes, and that's the towers, and that Zillion rooted, and Zillion is dead. Before he gets ult off once again. And that's going to be game. Unfortunately, the beginner bots do not win. Well, that was the closest game the beginner bots had of winning. Every other game, they lost. Every game, they lost. All 10. I know I've sort of swapped the sides a fair bit, but the beginner bots lost, lost. They lost everything. I've just swapped the team that I was on. So, unfortunately, it does look like beginner bots do lose to intermediate. Most of these games are 26 minutes. They're very fast of just beginner bots getting stomped. Some games, the beginner bots have more kills than the intermediate bots, but they just don't have the map presence or the macro. That game that we watched was very interesting because the intermediate bots, the macro was horrible compared to all the other games I've watched. So it was very interesting. Before that game, I thought it was 100% impossible for beginner bots to beat intermediate because there were 8 games before it and they got smashed in all of them. But after that game, I reckon it is possible. If they didn't throw that, they had a chance at winning. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to click the bell and subscribe. Only 9% of you have clicked the bell, which is lower than YouTube's 10% to 30% average. So let's get it up to at least 95%. I reckon that's reasonable. I don't really post much, so click it. Come on, man.